Like other than that, like the experience was great. Like I said, I cried afterwards. Like that was a great experience.
That's beautiful.
Like,
no, for real, you weren't that loud. It's just I had to stop you from like getting to that point.
Yeah.
Because I was like, oh, it's okay, but I was like, damn, we've been loud for 5 hours.
Yeah.
So then it calmed down. I don't want them to think it's like party number 2.
Yeah, right. No,
But how
like,
was that shit? Because I was like, Woody, hit, clear, hit, clear, hit, clear, and you said okay, and then crushed it, and I'm like, one hit, Woody.
Oh, see, I didn't hear the instruction. I was just
What
like,
do you mean? I told you before.
Yeah, no.
I was
but,
like, hit, clear, hit, clear, hit, clear, and then you literally just went, muchas gracias, afición.
Yeah, no, literally, like I just saw the weed and like just like the weed instincts just took over because I was like,
And you clear it in one hit?
yeah, I thought, did I black out? I feel like I blacked out.
No, you started like laughing really loud. You're like, you went, yo, this is crazy.
Yeah.
Yo.
Yeah.
Ah.
So like after you had walked away, like you walked away, dude. You were gone for most of the time because Jordan and I were literally
I was
sitting
doing
there.
I was doing clothing shit.
So like it don't even matter. But like I feel like you hit a point where it almost started getting like super like reflective of like yourself.
Yeah.
Like you hit a point where you were like really starting to like introspect like heavy because you had like a bunch of shit or something that happened the same day
Really?
or the day
Yeah.
before.
Do you even remember Jordan being there?
I do remember Jordan being there. Yeah.
Because I was looking, and then we were kind of like, you were silent for a second. You were silent for like 2 or 3 minutes.
That's why I thought I blacked out. I was like,
you
I
were
thought
just
I blacked
quiet,
out.
and you were just like this, and then you just started laughing, and then me and Jordan looked at each other, and we were like, what do we do? And it was funny, and we didn't want to laugh with you. And then Jordan was like holding it, and I was like, yo, what?
Yeah,
And I was like fucking crushing it, dog.
So from my point of view, like this is how it happened. Like I ripped it, like I exhaled, and then everything, like, and then I felt like I just kind of like I did feel like I kind of blacked out, but then like I woke up again, and then everything's like just kind of like
Did you feel
pixelated
like
and crystallized.
you were in a different world?
Yeah, exactly. Well, yes and no.
What did
like,
we look like?
You guys look like kind of like Minecraft characters. Like you guys,
we turned into blocks.
yeah, literally, everything was like blocky and pixelated. That's why I was like, "Yo, this is crazy." It was kind of like a party, and then I was like, I looked at Jordan, I was like looking at all of you. I was like, "What the fuck? Yo, this shit wild!"
And it's literally happened like after a 5-hour rager.
Yeah, I know.
So
That's the big thing right there.
That was, bro, and I forget who said they were gonna do it too. I think like someone said they were gonna do it, and then you're just like, nah, fuck it. And
yeah,
just
clear the whole thing.
That was God tier. Did you just feel like your body left?
No, see, that's the thing too. Like I didn't even feel like my body had left. Like I was completely like aware of like my I don't want to say my senses because obviously like that shit's kind of like messed up. But like I was just like I knew like where everything was. Like I knew like not to run into the table ahead of me and stuff like that. Like I was just kind of just like, oh shit, like I can't move around too much because like I know like there's things around me, but I could still kind of like make out where like certain things were. Like I knew you and Nick were right there. I knew Jordan was right there on like my side. Like I can still feel your guys' like presence and whatnot.
That's fucking wild. How instant did it happen?
Pretty instantaneously, like
That's like a 60-second you're in.
yeah, literally, it's just like rip. Once I lifted the thing, that's when I was like,
That's insane,
yeah, yeah, that's when
yeah.
it kind of just happened. I was like, oh shit.
It's like you take the bullet train to the destination real quick on that one.
Yeah, on God, I was just like, oh man, like this is like the first, like the fastest like ever.
I feel like you
hit I've
warrior
ever had.
skipped to it.
What do you mean?
You were just like rah and like fucking like head on, dog.
Do you feel like
You took it like a savage.
do you feel like there were any
Appreciate
like after effects in your life, like in the weeks that followed that moment?
Yeah, Woody didn't talk to me for 2 weeks. I saw him 3 days later
This,
at work.
hold on, this
and
is
I
the
was,
first time I've seen him since.
Yeah, this
Like,
happened
it's been
months
like
ago.
2 months ago.
This happened in fucking Halloween, dog.
Oh yeah,
Was that
Halloween.
long
This
ago?
was a Halloween
October.
party.
Yeah.
Yeah, bitch, we're in fucking January.
Oh my god.
That's why Woody didn't come to Friendsgiving, bro.
So like, do you feel like you had like some
Nick,
like crazy
I don't think
experience?
you understand. I tried to talk to Woody 3 days.
I know, but
at
see,
work.
here's the thing. We're trying to figure it out. So let's let him,
That's what I'm
let's
saying.
let him speak.
Woody just came up to me and goes, bro, I'm really sorry. I was like, Woody, it was fine. And then he looked at me and he goes, don't just say that to say it. And then like walked into a wall. And I'm like, all right, Woody's
Did I walk
gone.
into a wall?
No, you like fucking like became one. And his dick.
Yeah.
You were so weird at work for like the next like week.
No,
So,
it was
hold
just
on,
like
hold on,
it was just
hold
like the one day.
Why?
I want to know. I want to know. So what were like after effects? What were like post effects in your life? Did you notice any in particular?
Honestly, not really. Like, definitely the day after, I felt like there was like still like a little bit of like afterglow.
Lingering a little bit.
Yeah, like the day after, like I definitely felt like I was like, yo, shit. Like I felt like just shit was just like kind of like a lot crisper and cleaner. Like reality was just kind of just like way
Yeah.
more like.
You're like, shit, I feel good.
Yeah, like
You
I did feel good.
You got
I was
like defragged a little bit. You
yeah,
were like, holy
exactly.
shit.
I was just like, oh shit, like did I just break out the Matrix right now? Like what's going
Damn,
on? Like
dude.
this shit was kind of cool.
You got to update.
Oh yeah,
They
for
contrasted
sure.
your vision. They put the contrast up, dog. Woody, fuck you, bro.
I know with like other psychedelics, you definitely have like, you know, that after effect, whether it be the next day or like, for instance, like mushrooms, it could last like weeks afterwards, depending on how like crazy of an experience you had inside, just like what you felt. So like, dude, that's pretty wild though.
Yeah, no, that was. I'm very appreciative to you guys for like allowing me to like try that, because like that was like definitely, I want to say a life changing experience. I mean, I cried, so like I guess it was pretty life
When
changing.
did you cry?
I cried after like pretty much like everything just kind of.
Were
like,
you in
just-
your car?
No, I was out there.
Oh yeah, because I
around
was working,
y'all,
I was
yeah.
working on the other shit.
Because like
Yeah,
I
he
remember
was on the couch.
Yeah, I remember saying it. I was like, "Why am I crying? Like this is great." Because like I remember I was like getting very sentimental. I was like, "Thank you guys, for
Thank
being
you
here
guys.
with
I
me."
love you. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I love you. I'm sorry.
And just crying. Just I was like, "Why am I crying?"
And then we walked you to your car, and then you just went. And then you were like, "All right, hold up."
Yeah, because like I felt like, because I was in my head, I felt like I was like, damn, like
Yeah.
I had fucked up. I was being too loud, and da 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 da. This was supposed to be like
No,
a
I
fun
promise you,
experience.
And
was
we were
so
like
bad. It
trying
was
to
fun.
reassure you, like, yo, man,
Yeah,
I swear you're good.
I know,
You're
but
good.
like, you know, like I'm a untrustworthy or not untrusting individual. Like people be saying that, I'm over here just like, yeah, just saying that. Like it's hard. You know,
Nah.
like, I'm just
Yeah.
very untrusting, but like I appreciate y'all.
Dude, well, I mean, it's always a cool experience, you know, like
Yeah.
I'm glad you got to experience that.
For sure.
But damn, so now you're on your game, you're on a spiritual journey.
Yeah.
You're,
What are you
you're
doing?
getting through it.
I'm not really.
Because I looked at you today and I was like, "You got wisdom."
Right? Yeah,
Yeah.
I see. I'm glad that you peeped that, because like I really like. I feel like all right. So like in my mindset right now, like I've been just like, I feel like I've really just been controlling like my own mindset. Like I've been telling people like I've been like viewing myself like, oh, like this is my temple type shit. You know, like my body is like my temple. Like, you know, like, and I've been really like kind of learning about like just like the differences between like what's it called, like the ego and the self type shit, you know, like, and I've been really like looking into all that. So like I've really been like separating like my ego and myself, and first I had to like separate them, and then like to like really like understand what that was, and now I'm like learning to combine them together to be one whole thing, because apparently that's how you're supposed to live. You're
Yeah.
supposed to live like whole, as you know, like the self and the ego.
The
type
ego,
shit.
yeah.
Yeah.
I remember I was in California once and I was at the beach and I was fucking playing like hacky sack. Because you know when you're god tier at soccer, you're just automatically good at hacky sack. So I was like keeping it up and I was like, fume, fume, fume. And this guy looked at me and I was like, we were just talking. And then he's like, yeah, I don't eat meat. Like I go vegan and shit. I was like, why? And then he was like, your body is a temple. Imagine dragging something dead into your temple. And I was like, dog, I eat ass, bro. Like, my temple's fucking dirty. Like, what the fuck? And then that was the end of the conversation.
That was the end of the conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah, I eat ass.
Naturally.
That's it. I feel like that's a very Florida thing.
To eat ass?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because when I go back up, like, when I talk to, like, people in New York, I'm like, yeah, dog, we just out here, like, ass eating and shit like that. They're like, "Yeah, that's disgusting.
Yeah.
And I feel like
nah.
anywhere it gets cold, they don't eat ass.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is weird
like,
because you think it'd be cleaner.
I would second that. I would agree. In New York or like a place that's colder, it should definitely be cleaner because
Right?
you don't
You
sweat
don't got
as much.
sweaty booty syndrome.
That's facts. That's very
Yeah.
true.
It's just, how do you not eat ass?
I don't know. It's just, I don't
No, you're
I
on your
can't-
mind, spiritual shit. You're definitely not eating ass right now.
Well, not right now.
Not right
Not
now.
right now. I'm not eating ass.
You're gonna get that ultra instinct wisdom beard, and you're like, I don't eat pussy anymore either.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't not do that. Eating pussy's fun, but Ass is like ass is definitely an experimental thing. Like, you know, I'm not gonna.
We all got.
I'm never gonna offer. Just let me eat that booty, girl. Like, I mean, if I'm like freakalicious at the moment, bro,
it's a bad bitch.
You're
like, damn, and you're good at Rocket League.
Yeah,
like,
anything
like,
goes.
Bitch,
Yeah.
I'm about to
Anything
in the shower
goes.
or after the shower.
Both.
That transitional shower sex, bro, is wild. You know, like when you're both kind of dirty, and you're like, get in the shower, and you're like, boom, and you wash real quick, and you're like, pow, 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 and then you gotta dry off, but you don't really dry off, so the bed gets wet.
Nah.
All right.
Nah.
Woody's always fully
we're
dry.
living-
Yeah, I'm fully. My shit's always fully just like nice and prestige.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah.
There was one time I was with a girl and she was on her period and she went to get
Oh
the
my god! Don't tell me that you're
you're
a vamp. Don't tell me you're a vamp. Now.
Dog, Van Bantham, Van Bantham, and we went and she went to get the towel and I stared at her in the soul. Zoom in on my face when you fucking edit this shit.
He's trying to
I
show you
s-
the devil right now.
I stared at her in the soul. I said, "Don't even get the fucking towel. I want the sheets to know." And then she looked at me and she was like, "Huh," and then just threw it away. That was
Wow,
wild.
look at Dylan with way with words right there.
You don't vamp?
I don't vamp. Listen, I grew up a Haitian, nice Catholic boy. Like eating ass right there is like, you know, like that's
Yeah.
crossing line, you know, like, but vamping, nah.
You eat ass like you slightly become Dominican.
I mean, technically, Dominicans are Haitians.
I know.
So, yeah.
Or Haitians Dominicans.
No, we were there first. We were definitely.
How did that even happen?
All right, so
How are they like here's half the
What?
island?
I forget. I don't know how I think France and just Spain just got there and they're just like, I'll take this half and you guys take that half. And the main thing between like the Dominican Republic and like Haiti is how like just those colonies treated each other, like how the colonies treated.
Yeah.
Spain had a good relationship with like the slaves, not a good relationship with the slaves, but like it wasn't like France. France clearly just abused them. They were just
Yeah.
like,
Well-
yeah, y'all gonna get to work.
And another thing is in Haiti, they're the first like enslaved people in the Caribbean to actually like fight a revolution and win.
Yeah, not even in the
So, like-
Caribbean,
Against
in the
France?
world.
Whoever colonized them.
Yeah, against France.
It was France, yeah.
It was
Well, that's why they
France
speak
and, like,
Creole.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
like when it comes to the Haitian Revolution, that was like the first real like revolution that actually was successful.
That's wild.
Yeah, I know.
Among like this, if I'm not mistaken, this hemisphere as a whole,
Yeah,
right? Yeah.
that like our revolution, like what's it called, like was the catalyst to like a lot of the other revolutions like in Latin America.
Yeah.
Be for like, you know, like Venezuela, Cuba, you know, like all them other countries, because like if you notice like their countries, like a lot of those Latin American countries have coat of arms. They did that because like they were
What does that mean?
inspired like, you know, I don't know what a coat of arms is, but like if you
But
ever
you said it like you did.
no, I know what a coat
I
of
was like,
arms
fuck.
is. I know
You know
what a
what
coat
that
of
is?
arms is. I just can't like describe like what it
arms?
is for like the nation. But like, have you ever seen Haiti's flag?
Yeah.
You know how it's like it's red,
red,
and
white.
red and like pretty much blue and red, and then
Yeah.
in the middle they
It
got
has a
that
little
fancy
thing,
shit. That's
yeah.
the coat of arms. I think Venezuela, like that little thing that they have in the middle, that's their
yeah.
coat of arms as
Ah.
well. So like a lot of Latin American countries have that because like they were inspired by Haiti and they saw like what the Haitians did. They're like, oh shit, like we could
That's
also like
lit.
fight back and you know
Yeah.
against these people. But you know, it comes with the good and the bad. Obviously, like, you know, like looking at the island right, the country right now, like I'm still proud of our history, but like, you know, like in long terms, it screwed us over because, you know, like
What do you mean?
because
Well, the amount of backlash, even to today, arguably.
yeah,
The amount of backlash. Like for instance, like Haiti is also now the like, if I'm not
Poorest.
mistaken, the poorest country
In
in
the
the Caribbean,
hemisphere.
in the hemisphere.
in this hemisphere, yeah, it's
Yeah,
the poorest in
and
this
that's
hemisphere.
literally due because like they almost get like indirectly like punished
Yeah,
for like being like the first freed nation, and then on
You-
top of that they're black, which makes it like even worse.
Even worse. Like
Damn.
the United States, they didn't want to be like they didn't want like their slaves to get any ideas, so they were just like, we're not gonna we're not gonna recognize you guys as a country, da 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 da. So we're not even gonna trade with you guys. We're not gonna blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And then
shit.
France, fucking, I don't know why. Like I blame the Haitians for that. I don't even know why they were like. Oh, France was like, you burned our crops and our like equipment, so you have to pay us reparation.
Yeah,
So you have
yeah,
to,
and that's bullshit.
That's
like number one,
bullshit.
you can't enslave people,
Yo,
and
and
then
then
when
be
they
like,
actually like
fight
get their
back.
freedom, be like, you should pay us
Pay us back
reparations.
for-
Like
for-
you're
for the
fucking
things-
psychotic.
yeah.
These like the people wouldn't even be there if you didn't like bring them in through the slave trade. That's
Exactly.
fucking psychotic.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy. Is that so? Like Haiti just recently finished paying that back, and then
Damn.
obviously, yeah,
They
yeah,
should.
That's
exactly.
a fucking student loan,
yeah,
dog.
literally.
Dude, they should
Fuck.
have done it.
And
dude.
then
That's
you
fucking extortion.
you got other European countries constantly like coming in there and trying to like extort Haiti. You got the United States, right? They've been fucking our country over so many times. They went in there, they stole like like billions of dollars worth of like our federal gold and shit like that, and
Oh yeah, that's what the U.S. does.
yeah, so that's what they do.
Yeah.
They come in and
How
take some
close
resources and
is
whatnot.
is there like a big? Is there any border between the Dominican Republic or
Yeah,
Haiti?
yeah, there's a border. Because the Dominicans, they don't fuck with the Haitians. There's like a big fucking issue between like Dominican Republic and Haiti. Like at some point, like we had control of the whole island, but I guess we didn't learn our lessons. We like started treating the Dominicans poorly. So then the Dominicans were like, Spain, come back. And then like
Yeah,
we
they're
did-
like, yo,
Yeah,
hold on,
like,
hold on,
yeah,
hold on.
we don't.
These people getting a little too
Yeah,
cocky.
exactly,
They
like-
think they can take France, but
Yeah,
España, we about to
exactly.
fucking pistol whip them.
Like we just treated them poorly. Like that's what happens. We treated the Dominicans poorly, and then like at some point we got into like a little war, and then the Dominican Republic started just massacring a bunch of Haitians and shit like that. So like that's why there's like a little
Mes
bit of
amis.
beef. Yeah, a little bit of beef between us and like Dominican Republic and whatnot.
Damn. So remember what I said in the last podcast? I was like, I feel like the only people that like Malta is Puerto Ricans, Dominicans, and Haitians. Woody went up to me today, didn't even ask him. He goes, "Bro, I just fucking salivating over some Malta right now."
Nigga, that's not how it is. But yeah, honestly,
this
like
is
it's good as fuck.
insane.
Put some carnation milk in that.
That's disgusting, bro.
No, have you ever tried it? Though?
What the fuck is carnation milk?
the condensed milk in a can.
Bruh.
You wanna know the craziest
Yeah,
thing, Woody?
you gotta try that.
You wanna know the craziest thing? He's the one that got me to try Malta, and now here we are years later, and he's just talking so much shit.
I
about
never
it.
liked it.
He drank it for a little while.
Yeah,
No, the fuck I
I don't think you're actually Brazilian. Then.
What the fuck is a malt?
What is a malt?
Exactly.
Isn't that when like cats like lose their hair?
What do you?
No, malt's a powder.
Yeah. Like, how is Malta made?
It was a play on words, guys. I'm sorry. Molting his shell.
All right. First of all, Nick, what is this?
Caffeine gum.
Caffeine gum. I like that.
Yeah.
Woody, take one.
I'm gonna be up. Nah, I got
Dude,
to
put
do
it back.
this shit
Have you ever
tomorrow.
done it?
You don't gotta bring shit into this.
This has
Put
been
it
here
down.
forever.
Put
Is
it
this
down. Put it
experimental?
Dude.
Why is it in a bag like that?
Jesus. What? Like, how about we just don't bring out random shit on my desk?
Bro, it's been there for months.
That's sick, dude.
I thought it was like a fucking like air or a Tide Pod. I thought it was.
He said a
Right?
typhoid.
Doesn't it look
Are
like
you
some shit that
good,
cleans
dude?
clothes?
It literally looks like a mint.
Bro,
Giant ass mint.
it's
Okay, stop.
look
Bro,
at the
see-
bag that it's in.
Stop.
This
Yo.
that's not legal,
Yo.
Nick.
Yes, it is, dude.
That's
it's
illegal?
literally a supplement you buy on Amazon, dude.
How many came in it?
Someone gave it to me to try.
Have you tried it?
One.
And what did it do?
They were good. They're cool. Instead of drinking coffee, which has a bunch of acid in it, you can chew a piece of gum, and it gives you like a coffee buzz.
I don't like the supplements
Coffee
Nick
buzz.
puts in his body.
What kind of
It's like
supplements?
gray area legal supplements.
No, it's not. Caffeine gum. It literally has nootropics and caffeine in it.
So all Nick does is Nick chews nicotine gum and fucking just to the face gallons
All right,
of crap.
time
a
out,
day.
time out, time out.
Oh, what?
Kratom.
Because he likes to bring this up on every single podcast. The last one, this one, the one before that, it's always coming up. You know what? What do you have against it? Huh? Kratom, right? I don't drink liquor really. I don't
Woody.
drink fucking. I don't smoke weed.
What do
really.
you go to the gym, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What do you do? Like you take any pre-workouts or anything?
Nah, I
Nah,
just.
me either. We just crush it. I'm over here. Nick's 40 pounds bigger than me. We're doing the same exact weight. He's over here chugging a fucking Bang CTO energy drink to the face, fucking sweating dynamites. And then the second that like wears off a little bit, 5 things of fucking nicotine gum in the mouth
All
just
right,
to get
no,
that fucking pump.
absolutely not. No. You can't fucking disparage me in front when this is gonna be like on people. Right?
Nick is
so
literally
number
like-
one, no. That's not true. With 2 blown fucking shoulders, I'm still doing more weight than you, regardless
weigh
of the fact that I'm
40
40
pounds
more. My shoulders have been hurt so many times that they just hurt all the time.
So what are you gonna
and
do
I'm
to fix
still
it?
doing more weight than you.
What are you gonna do to fix it?
regardless of the 40 pounds.
What are you gonna do to fix it?
What do you mean? They've been healing for years. All right? And even with that, yeah, because they're hurting less than before.
So are they blown?
Yeah, they're obviously injured.
When's the last time you injured them?
Fucking a year ago. And it's just the same injury getting tweaked.
Woody, you buying this shit?
Yeah, I mean, shoulder injuries are pretty tough.
Right.
Like, they ruin, like, baseball players'
And
careers.
Is Nick playing baseball?
But it's your shoulder. It
I'm
connects
fucking
everything.
doing a dumbbell press, and even with these hurt shoulders, I'm still able to do more weight than
Dog, you are 40 pounds
regardless
heavier
of the
than me.
40 pounds heavier. Yeah, that's right. That's right.
That what you're saying does not make sense.
Hey, all
Yeah, it does.
I know is Nick got some guns, bro. Like, you gotta
Guns?
be careful.
You got nicotine guns.
Nigga, right, oh my.
Ah!
Alright, man. Yo, no, I saw him, bro. He got the guns and the cannons. I was like, all right, nigga, I see that.
Yeah, Dylan, how much you weigh?
152. What?
You sure?
More or less. How much you weigh?
185.
Bro, times that by 8.
What?
What the fuck?
Get out of here, dude.
So
I'm 185 too.
sometimes we talk about soccer on this channel. You know, Nick's not really into it. He understands it, but we're big Arsenal supporters. Except Woody's fucking stupid, and he likes his team called Chelsea.
Can we? Yes, sir. Can we see that?
You gotta go this way.
Yeah, I'll try zooming in. No, it's there. It's there. We had enough light. We'll zoom in.
Yeah, so basically he has a shitty fucking Chelsea tattoo. And his team's sucking right now, dog.
But you
Yes,
know
sir.
what? Do you have an Arsenal tattoo? Because he's
on my heart.
He's repping the team he loves. On his skin.
Yeah, you hear that?
That's right.
Yeah, are you even really an Arsenal fan?
That's
Aren't you
right.
just like a bandwagoner?
Where's the cannon, dude?
Bro, what? I
Where's
love
the
them since we
cannon?
were shit, bro.
Where's the cannon?
It's on my fucking dick.
Yeah.
It's literally pointing to my asshole.
See, now I'm proving my point as
That's
a
right.
Chelsea fan. Now we're about to be fucking trash mid-team. We're about to be the new Arsenal for like one season.
The new Arsenal. What are you talking about?
We're about to be trash for a little bit.
We're first place, dog.
That's why I said the former Arsenal. I might have said that. I don't know.
Yeah, it's
But
okay.
listen.
did say it first.
No, but this team's weird. So when Ukraine went to war with Russia, they had a Russian owner, and they ceased it, right?
Yeah, they seized all of the assets of all like Russian all the Russian oligarchies.
So who
and
owns it now?
millionaires.
The government?
No, the government did for a little
It's
bit.
it's the guy who owns the Dodgers. I forget his name.
But why do people say you have oil money?
Because that's what he did. He was the Russians, you know, like a lot of their money came from like national resources and selling oil and shit like that. So,
No,
like,
but
that's-
it's a American guy that owns it now.
no. When they said Chelsea's oil money, they were talking about when the Russian guy owned it.
You forgot his name already.
I did forget his name.
Damn, Roman.
So wait,
Roman.
the guy that owns the Dodgers.
Yeah, no, that's
Imagine Dragons. Yeah, the guy that owns the Dodgers owns it now. It's bro. It's like soccer is weird with that shit. There was a team, Newcastle. So the most expensive team, like, was Man City. And hold up, dog. Hold up. Chelsea, Rome, bro. Let me see this shit real quick. Hold up. Roman Abramovich. Okay, so that was the guy that used to own it. But hold up, Manchester. Top richest teams in the world. Richest soccer teams in the world. So there was this team.
You don't have any guesses? Are you talking about the team?
No,
that,
it's Newcastle.
Yeah, Newcastle.
Was
that
Arsenal in
was the
that top 10?
What? No, dog, we're fucking broke. What do you mean? So wait. Hold up.
one. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. The conglomeration that the Saudis did and whatnot.
Castles. Wait, guys, keep talking.
Yeah. While you're doing that, not to like a segue to another topic, but like y'all know Kanye's missing
Yeah, I heard that. Like,
Yeah.
for how long?
for apparently almost like a month now.
Adolf.
You say he ate off? He ate off. He ate off. Oh my god. Yeah, that man's missing, bro. We gotta find him.
Is he missing though, or is he just like not? Is he off the radar because like he's banned on social media?
That's what I was thinking at first because my cousin had told me, and I was
Okay,
like, I think
listen
he was
real
off
quick.
the
So
radar.
the most expensive team in the world, like, was Manchester City. Their owners had $21 billion to spend, which is fucking insane. This team, this little fucking piss bitch team, Newcastle United, they've been good, you know. They get new owners. Guess how much their owners are worth?
I'm imagining in the billions,
Yeah.
like 100. They're oil people, so they probably don't
Go
even
up.
have their real wealth up there.
So how much did I just say City was?
You didn't say how much.
Yeah, I
they were.
did.
Are
You
they
did?
the Saudi royal family?
Some shit like that.
Yeah, something like that.
So
Yeah,
they're probably worth like a few $100 billion.
Bro.
Yeah, like two.
300. All right, so Manchester City is worth, their owners are worth 21 billion fucking dollars. Newcastle's are 320 billion dollars.
Yeah, I mean, you know,
Imagine that.
Obviously, I don't think anyone should be that wealthy.
Imagine that.
Yeah, right. That's a
That's
discussion in itself.
insane.
Um,
How much is Musk worth?
he's actually the biggest loser.
Yeah,
of
he lost
2022.
200
So
billion.
Musk went from he lost $200 billion. He went from the richest man in the world to a brokey.
To fucking average?
He's,
How did that even happen? What happened with that?
'cause
He bought
he's
Twitter.
bullshitting with fucking like
Yeah.
he buys Twitter, says dumb shit with Tesla and all these other things, ruins the two actual good things he has going
What, Twitter and Tesla?
for Tesla, or not for Tesla, for Twitter. And then he's starting to funnel money out of Tesla to pay for Twitter because Twitter can shut down because he's not making enough money.
Yeah.
Idiot.
Yeah.
He's a fucking idiot.
So how much is he worth now?
I don't know, 70.
Billion? That's insane still.
Oh, well, I mean, as I just said, no, like especially because most of his wealth is like directly paid for by government subsidies. So,
Big facts. Yeah, that's
you know,
true.
like every time, like all those carbon tax credits is how they make their money, and those are literally government subsidies,
What the fuck is government subsidies?
taxpayer dollars.
Oh, why is he
Yeah.
getting paid like that?
Because he's using laws that specifically pay people in his industry. And mind you, like, yeah, he got electric cars on the game or on the field, so like totally good, totally okay. Like I'm for it because at this point, like, what the hell else was gonna do it? But like at the same time, it's like he also complains about like, oh my god, I get taxed so much, this, that, the other, and then he's like actively making
Yeah,
hundreds of millions of dollars
all
from
subsidies.
like taxpayers.
So, you think if he like didn't want to, at the kindness of his heart, do you think he wanted to make electric cars?
I'm thinking he fell into it, met the right people, and took their idea.
Yeah. People like to think Elon Musk is like such a
No,
brilliant.
Tesla
smart
already
idea.
existed, and he like
just
outsmarted
bought
the
the-
two people, like the
yeah.
two like engineers that actually were in creating it, I believe, or something to that extent. And then he basically just takes a lot of ideas that his people make and you know gives it the Elon flair. And now I'm not even saying he's not smart. I'm just saying like he's not.
That Cybertruck is hard as fuck.
Yeah, like
Yeah, it
Cybertruck
is.
is hard.
That
Like
shit's so hard.
If
Elon,
it's ever gonna come out.
like out of all the billionaires, like I think Elon's probably the most entertaining one that I like to see what he's doing.
Yeah,
But
facts.
like I hate Jeff Bezos
Why?
because he's a piece of shit.
Yeah, he is, bro. What do you tell? Don't you know like Amazon workers have to shit and piss on the
Oh,
bottom
yeah.
to make their quotas?
Yeah, and
Yeah,
like and
you're
on,
a piece of
and on
shit for
top of that, like he could literally take if Amazon took 20% of just their net profits and gave it back to their workers, they'd still be the wealthiest wealthiest
And all the workers
company,
be worth like $100,000.
and all the workers would live in the middle class with the best benefits in the country.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And that's
How-
that's still being the like one of the titans of like America. Like they literally have taken out like 60% of small businesses or some insane statistic.
Yeah. I just can't. Like, listen, I already have my quarrels with the government and all that good stuff. I'm not trying to get taken away like Kanye. to
Oh
talk
yeah,
my
yeah.
shit.
So like, let's hear. Like, so do you know anything about it? Because I honestly,
okay,
I only saw an article.
What
Like,
I
header.
heard, like his law firm, they were trying to. His law firm was trying to contact him to let them know, like, hey, we're trying to drop you as a client, and then they couldn't get a hold of him. and so now like they're just like, where's Kanye and shit like that. So that
He
happened.
went
Like,
west.
went west. Stop. So like that happened like in early like December, and still have no trace about him. Like it's either like two things or like a few things. Like I heard like because like he's like in a manic depressive state. Like he's probably like, now that the manic phase is over, like he's super depressed, and like hopefully
You think
like,
he's like realizing how like dumb he was acting for a while there?
I
Mind you, I
don't
also think
that.
he like after a certain point, like I know plenty of bipolar people. None of them are claiming they like Hitler. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so like
exactly.
obviously there might be some probably mostly belief to what he says, but like do you think he would like, I don't even know if he can have a comeback tour after some of the shit he did.
Honestly,
yeah, can he still tour or some shit?
I mean, comeback tour like metaphorically, but like yeah.
Yeah, I feel like there's still a lot of Kanye fans.
Yeah, bro. I was
like,
we were leaving work today, and I fucking heard someone bumping flashing lights, and like my body wanted to sing to it, and I'm like,
yeah, like I was at O'Shea's last night. They were playing some Kanye song, and I was fucking hitting that shit word for word. Oh, I was like, excuse me, can you say something? I was hitting that shit word for word. I was like, like that's still Kanye.
Yo, I
like,
mean,
listen,
he's
if
made some dope music.
dope music.
You know
If
what
he
I mean?
came
Like,
back
it's
and
just
dropped
as it
some
is.
shit too, I'm gonna have to listen to it. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna listen to it. I'll be like,
Everyone will listen to it.
everyone
with
because,
a
just,
guilty
like,
piece of them.
it's like what is he gonna say? Some shit in here? Because like when he dropped some music before, like he talked about how he like he made a joke about like, how he said like, oh, I'm going DEFCON 3 on the Jews, da 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 da, and then he made like a reference to that, and then one of his songs he was like, da 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 something something
From the past, he said something.
No, like recently he like dropped a song.
Oh, really? I
Yeah,
had
and
no idea.
he just talked about how like he said like on Twitter like, I'm going DEFCON 3. And
Yeah.
then he said it in the song, he's just making a reference to that statement, and I was like, that's how I was like, okay, he's being super serious.
do you
about
think he
this.
always felt like that, or do you think it was something that just kind of popped up?
So
There were
I feel like there's plenty of like black entertainers who feel some type of way about like the Jewish population. Like I don't think it's just like kind of like a one-off. Like there's plenty of like like entertainers and like all different black entertainers in different aspects who always say something like, wow, there's a lot of Jews out here, and like like there's I'm not claiming to be anti-Semitic or anything, just like repeating what they've been saying, but like I just gotta say, like, I feel like there should be like a point where, if all these black entertainers are saying something, or who at least have said something about it, not to the extent that Kanye has, but like if they're saying something, I feel like, like we should at least be able to have an open discussion without just being like, oh, it's just anti-Semitic. Like what Kanye's doing, that's obviously anti-Semitic, and we shouldn't have like that type of rhetoric spreading around. But like, we should just be able to like be like, all right, what do you want to say about this? Why do you feel this way? Like, do you feel
What
like
is happening?
Yeah, like have you been wrong? But like I feel like like
But
they're
mad
too
people-
high up in the industry.
But
for them
mad
to
people
say
get
something.
fucked with their contracts.
That's what I'm
dog.
saying.
Like, all
Like that's
the
why
time.
they can't say shit. They can't say shit because like
I
the
would-
contracts and whatnot.
I would say like the thing is like if you narrow it down to just saying like, oh man, there's a lot of Jewish people in this industry, and like there might be some like when you make any group like a monolith like that, it's like, oh, they have to all be working in tangent. You know what I mean? Like in reality, I think it's really just the fact that like you have a bunch of assholes on the top of all different creeds.
Yeah.
That make extortative contracts for artists. You know what I mean? Like I don't think it's like like him like narrowing it down to just Jewish people is just false, because like I know if we went on the computer for a half a second, we would find like 100
different
people that are not that. You know what I mean? Like it's really just when you target a specific group, a group that's like historically been targeted as a scapegoat. You're really just inviting in like a terrible outcome that we've already seen.
seen before.
You know what I mean? Especially like, I just don't think, most of these people in Hollywood, like, is there like a higher concentration of Jewish people like that are on the top of the industry and the executive like wing of that industry? Like, okay, maybe, but it's like if you actually think that they're all like working together in tangent, I would just like that just has to be false. And on top of that, I would imagine like
Why do you think it's false though?
because greed does not have boundaries to just like
A specific group of people.
a specific group of people.
Yeah.
Like
Oh
that's-
no, I'm just not talking about. There's people on the top that you get these fuck deals. Like you know what happened.
no,
with the
and that's
Dave
what I
Chappelle,
mean. That's what I
deal,
mean
right?
when I say like it's a bunch of rich assholes that make extortative contracts
Yeah.
that exploit people that are desperate to get a deal to begin with. You know what I mean? I'm saying that contract doesn't matter if like, you know, the person's Jewish or not. Like you're gonna get a contract like that no matter what. You know, like I'm just saying like it could be an Irish guy, or it could be like, you know, a Spanish guy or a black guy. Like it could be anyone that's giving these terrible contracts out to artists that are just desperate to get their come up. You know, like I just think, you know, as someone that's not really religious, it's stupid to like narrow it down on their like religion or heritage.
But I feel like that's the only religion that's really looked at as a race.
I mean, technically.
I mean,
they-
it is technically a race in a
yeah.
sense, because like the Jewish religion, it is like it doesn't just mean, you know, there are actually like there is a Jewish heritage that's not just the religion, but that's not even you know that might be unique to them, but you know I feel like the reason why they're always brought up is because they've already been targets throughout history. And so it's just easy to pin it on someone that's already going to have a group of people that are bigoted towards them.
I feel you.
You know, like for instance, like Kanye saying like, you know, like just outright like Nazi propaganda from like 1930. He's actively working against like, number one, like, you know, the best interests of like pretty much everyone that's not blonde hair, blue eyes at the end of it all. But like, you know, he's actively working against like black people, Spanish people,
Facts.
you know,
Facts, that is facts.
gay people, like handicapped people, like the Nazis
Nick,
killed
stop
everyone.
saying like. I'm about to smash my head on this fucking
Yeah,
microphone.
but I'm saying it.
I swear to God, I'm gonna kill myself.
Yeah, but I'm saying like
I heard it 95 times in a sentence.
But that's not the point, because you just spent 15 seconds about that. I'm simply saying that, you know, he's working against himself.
I understand.
What's up?
Oh.
It's dead space in the podcast now.
What do you mean?
I'm gonna have to cut it out.
What? The likes? It'll take you too long.
The awkward 10 seconds that we just had.
No, that was fun. That was part of it.
Yeah, I was about to say. I thought that was cool. That was
pretty
cute.
cool.
that
Yeah,
was
it
cute.
added to it. What do you mean you had to cut it out? This is real, like shit. Like you know, like what I'm like saying.
Oh,
Like
is there some podcast tension? Should
No,
I?
there's
should
no
I,
podcast
should I,
tension.
Should I mediate?
yes,
What's
immediate.
going on
shit.
between you two? Come here, Mr. Whiskers.
I'm right here. Hey, I'm Mr. Whiskers.
No, Mr. Whiskers.
I am. Bro, how the fuck did you get into 3D print? What the fuck is 3D printing?
3D printing.
You
exactly
said
what
that.
It sounds like.
You literally said that. Like there was fucking frost on my window and you were outside just staring in at me. You're like 3D printing. My name's Woody. Like
Wait,
the face you just gave me, you gave it like you were gonna break into my house.
I mean, I am wearing all black, so.
You look good in that shit though.
Oh,
Very
thank you, thank
slim.
you. I
very
tried.
slim.
Yeah,
With
I
that
tried.
wisdom fro.
What? And the wisdom grays?
It looks great.
But yeah, 3D printing. All right, so so a little story back in back when Corona happened. Like I actually also did a podcast of my own with my friend, but I'm not gonna go too much into details.
What was it called?
It was called Just Reset.
I fuck with that.
That's
yeah,
pretty dope.
right. Just because reset, 2020, all that stuff. But yeah, it
Was
just,
it Woody's World?
Nah, it wasn't Woody's World.
Was that ever an option?
It was never an option to
Really?
be Woody's World. Yeah.
That's kind of hard.
You should definitely make a YouTube channel with something like that.
I'm
Woody's
That'd
World.
be sick.
Like I'm definitely like that's what I plan on doing with like the 3D. Like I'm probably gonna start like live streaming me like like sculpting and shit like that.
You know, it'd be
and,
hard
like,
as fuck. It's Woody's World, and it's from a GoPro, and they always see what you're doing. But whenever you go in the mirror, it's Woody from Toy Story. That'd be hard. That'd be hard.
That'd be funny as fuck. But yeah, I just wanted to get into something that I was like I knew would be possibly lucrative in the future because like we need to bring manufacturing back to the United States. So like that's how I feel. So I was like, let me do something where like if I get good at it, eventually like I could just be able to fucking grow from here. And then something that I like to do that's fun, it's challenging, you know, learning how to do 3D design and all that stuff.
How the fuck does that shit work? It doesn't make sense to me.
All right. What exactly? The 3D.
If you wanted to 3D print a keyboard,
Yeah.
can you do that?
Well, not a fully functioning keyboard.
What
I'd
would
have
not
to
be
do-
functioning?
Just like the movable parts. Like I would have to like print all the movable parts out separately. But like I could.
What
get,
are the movable parts? The
um,
arrows?
Yeah, like
That's
the
only thing.
buttons.
That's
The buttons.
All the buttons?
Yeah,
Like
I wouldn't be
the
able
K,
like
the M.
I couldn't just print out the buttons and have them move. Like the technology is not that good. I'd have to print out like just the keyboard and then print out the buttons separately and then install them and then have like the get the like.
So
whole-
what the fuck is what's making it? Plastic?
Yeah,
Dreams?
There-
Clay?
There's certain type of
You know those
plastics, you got
Aztec face
PLA.
masks?
Yeah.
You remember those shit you put on your face?
Mhm.
I just think of that clay ball as just like fucking circling, and then when you click something and you sculpt it, it just creates it out of nowhere.
Nah, almost. That would be kind of cool. That would be fun to watch.
Is shit that's 3D printed hard to break?
It's very hard to break. Yeah.
What the fuck is it made of?
PLA and ABS.
Those are just letters to me.
They're laters to me as well. They're just certain type of like ABS is like a harder type of plastic. Yeah. I might be mixing them up.
Can you be in the room when it's made?
Yeah.
Is any of this shit toxic?
No, it's not toxic. Well, but the fact, I mean, we're already like 70% like microplastic, so like it's not going to be any more plastic than we already have in our body. So,
What do you mean we're microplastic?
oh, we there's so much pollution in the world that we have blood like macroplastics in our blood.
You knew about this shit?
Yeah.
You didn't tell me?
You knew about it.
No, I didn't.
Now you do.
Yeah.
You gonna recycle me?
Keep it up, yeah. Would you ever get into like the 3D house printing game?
Oh, that's also like a big thing that I wanted to do,
What?
like 3D house printing.
Oh, dude.
Like,
In China, they 3D print like 10-story buildings.
yeah, I want to be able to get big.
Where
enough
is
to
it
the
coming
point-
out of?
Cement. A machine, literally a big ass extruder that just like fucking.
It's
out
literally
there.
like 3D printing is like literally it's like they put down the first layer. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. They put down the first layer and then they put down the second layer and it just keeps
Yeah,
on
it's
building up
literally
and up and
layers.
up and up.
How long does it take?
Depends on how
Depending.
big of an object.
Either like it could be like like a few minutes or like it could just be like weeks.
If you're 3D printing a fucking 10-story building, it's gonna take time.
Yeah.
I honestly feel like it should take like 5 minutes.
In the future, have you ever played that one game Subnautica?
No.
No.
No. Okay. So well, there's like I haven't played it yet, but I just
Never
watched
played
people
Dead
play it.
Space?
I have.
Is it good?
I like it. It's
Okay.
cool. But like Subnautica, like there's a game. It's pretty much everything's like underwater. You know, like there's like like a I don't know what to call it, just like bases underwater, and then like you're able to like 3D print parts and shit like
Oh.
that. It's not 3D print. It's basically the same.
Let's
concept.
pretend it. Yeah,
Yeah,
3D
it's
printing.
basically the same concept. You just print whatever part that you need. You gather the resources, you make your part, and then you can go use it to go fix whatever you need, type shit. And so that's I forget why I brought this up.
Who's the
What
bitch
part
from
is
My
it?
Hero? You watch My Hero Academia?
Yeah.
You know the girl
Oh, yeah,
with the
Creati.
toddies?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Creati.
Yeah, and then everything comes out of her like tits or some shit.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what I feel like 3D printing is to me. Is it?
No.
Well, it's.
I mean, kind of. I mean, the extruder is kind of like a little nipple. So
Yeah.
like,
What do you
it's
have?
squeeze.
Do you have anything like? Is that jacket 3D printed?
It is not. Do I have anything on me that's 3D printed?
That'd
No.
be pretty fucking wild. You think we'll ever get to the point where you can like 3D print a circuit board or something more advanced?
Can you 3D print a gun?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can do that.
What?
They're called 90/20s. I'm actually no. Anyways,
I'm about to say
Yeah.
90/20s is
Yeah.
not correct math, dog.
I'm at 80/20
What does it do? Why is it called that?
because like you're only like either printing out 80% of the part or 20% of the part, one of the two. So like all you have to do is just like print out like let's say if I wanted a gun, like all you have to do is like print out the handle of the gun. And then boom, you can literally print out the whole gun out of
Yeah.
plastic, but it's not gonna work well.
Or just print it out in like individual parts.
Yeah, exactly. But like just like certain things, like the barrel, you want that to be metal because like if it's plastic, it's gonna obviously start to warp at the end of the day if you use it too much and shit like that.
But it's an unregistered gun.
Yeah, it's
That's-
unregistered.
that's the
That's
crazy
the
thing.
key thing.
That's the
Why?
crazy thing.
I actually
Whoa.
I actually cause like doing more research, not research, but like I was just like looking on YouTube videos. Like I actually saw Vice had did a story about it. They're called ghost guns. I didn't know they were like becoming like so prevalent, but like they're ghost guns. They're like the 80-20s. People are just out here just custom printing their guns and just shooting them just because like they like it and they see it as a form of expression and like art and shit like that. They got some cool like creations out there. So yeah,
Can you 3D print a sword?
yeah.
I'm gonna
Easily.
ask you a bunch of shit. Just tell me yes or no. Fire hydrant.
Yeah. Yes.
TV.
Not a
quite.
functioning one, but yes, I can model one out and print out a TV.
Where does this come out of, bro?
The
Like-
filament I told you.
I had to see a video.
Just picture like Create.
Nick, Chef Boyardee commercial. What were you looking at?
Stuff from our podcast.
Do I have to Streamlabs this bitch?
No, just don't pull up a video. Just pull up a picture of it.
You don't want me to pull up a video of me like asking a question that feels like a video? You should describe it to me.
You're the one that didn't have a setup for it because you didn't have your headphones.
I asked you. You piece of shit.
Oh, who the fuck's getting knocked out here?
That's me.
Damn, bro.
No, just.
Where'd all your tats go?
Hmm?
Where'd all your tats go?
When I get knocked out, I lose a tattoo.
Oh, okay.
I've been knocked out a couple times. Like, yeah, how big's your square that's coming out of it?
I don't know the dimensions off of rip.
It has to be big as fuck, right?
It's like this. I'd say it's like half this table and like this little quarter.
Can you
corner over
3D
here.
print a robot?
Not a functioning one, but yeah. If I get the right dimensions, yeah.
This doesn't feel real.
None of it's real.
That's what I'm trying to say.
That's a CND.
Do you trust this guy?
I don't know who he is. I mean, like, look at the stuff that he has. He has a bunch of 3D printed things, so yeah.
Like, pick it louder. Yeah, this guy looks like he has the fucking 3D print.
Yeah, that's what I have. He said 2? No, it's
Oh,
3. It's
yeah,
three
this guy
now.
doesn't have no idea what he's talking about. Oh, you
Yeah.
need glue.
Yeah, you need glue because like at some point like the bed's just not gonna like be adhesive enough. That's a resin printer.
That's pretty sick.
That is pretty
What
sick.
the
I ain't
fuck?
gonna lie, that was pretty cool. If I made that, would you guys buy it?
Yeah, I'd buy that one.
Is that a shoe?
That's a shoe, yeah.
Yeah.
I actually tried to do that 3D printer shoe.
What happened?
Like I think it got fucked up at some point. But that's so unbreathable. That's the only problem. He has to like make some holes in it.
Like it's hot?
Yeah, like there's no like circulation.
Yeah, I just don't feel like they're real, bro.
Oh yeah, they're real. Look at that.
Dude,
Look at, he has a whole
that's-
farm.
That's sick.
He has a whole
What is he,
farm.
fucking mining crypto?
Is that the material?
Yeah, that's the material right there.
That's string, dog.
That's the filament. That's called filament right there. I can't tell if it's PLA or ABS, but you know, either or, works fine.
So everything's gonna be one color?
Depending on the filament. If like you have a multicolor filament, then it's gonna be whatever the filament is. But yeah, it's gonna come out one color.
Dog, these look like fucking Roombas.
Oh, that's sick. And he printed something to use those.
Yeah.
With a little screw. One on each side.
And the cool thing is too, like the community, like they give you like some free prints and whatnot. So like you can always, if you just need something, you can just go get it, download the STL, put it in your card, put it in your printer, and then boom.
Like, that's 3D printed?
Yep. That's the support that you have to take out. Very super crunchy, very satisfying to listen to.
So you're listening to like ASMR 3D printing.
You can. There are.
Nick, this
actually
is
some-
not
some-
relaxing. This sounds like you're just crushing Cheez-Its.
There are some that sound way better.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
He made that.
He printed it. I
Printed
don't know
it.
if he designed it
That's-
himself, but
That's
he
insane.
possibly could.
It doesn't go through my head how to do that shit.
Yeah.
I need to see it being made. What the fuck? What? I'm done with the future.
I'm done with the future.
All right, Woody.
Yeah, they got some metal ones too.
I want to go to your house and you just be like, this is it.
Yeah, slide. I'll show you.
We'll make it fucking 80-20.
80-20.
I'm gonna bring it and
no.
just hide it in Nick's room somewhere.
Absolutely. To get that thing away from me.
Well, I had a fucking beautiful time on this podcast.
I did as well. Thank you guys for having me on. I love the conversations that we had.
Look in the camera and talk some shit.
And shoot yourself out. What do you call it?
That's
You said
give
shoot,
your-
shoot myself out, or
what
No,
the
no,
fuck does
what's it called?
that
Shout yourself
mean?
out. Shout yourself
what? Give yourself a shout out, bro.
Give yourself
Dog.
a shout out. Shoot yourself out.
You literally you speak like you have a concussion.
I'm tired, dude.
I felt.
You
that
don't think we're tired? Me and Woody just worked a 9-hour shift on our
2 o'clock
feet.
right now.
I'm tired.
It's 2 a.m. I have to wake up in 5 hours.
But be on the lookout. I'm about to drop my 3D printing channel. It's probably gonna be called like 3D Whoa.
It's
or
gonna be
something
called
like, 3D Whoa.
Woody's World.
Something like that. To the
Woody's
extent.
World
Look out
in
for
this
me.
bitch. Start beatboxing. End the clip. It's Woody's World, and he got no girl, so he's gonna 3D print a bitch, yeah. Gonna 3D print this dick, yeah. Gonna 3D print our friendship, cause it doesn't exist. Fuck your friends, Woody. Trying to get that hoodie. How much did it cost?
Free.
My dick's hard. It ain't soft.
I like that. That was pretty entertaining.
All right, Nick, your turn. Give a beat for Nick.
It's been great. It's been a great podcast, guys. It's over. Beta Boys out.
Nick raps like he showed up late to a yoga studio.